You can hear those drum lines playing across the country, the charcoal grills coming out, the coolers, the tailgating, and Lee Corso's mascot heads, they're coming out too. I'm Scott Thompson, SNY editorial producer. He's former Giants and Dolphins and UMass Minutemen wide receiver, Brandon London. Brandon, college football is around the corner. We got 2 weeks. What games are you going to be watching?
Ooh, week 0, the appetizer. We got Nebraska versus Northwestern out in Ireland. Again, it's an appetizer, people. Neither one of these teams are a main course. Both teams were at the bottom of the Big Ten last year. But the biggest storyline coming into this one, I understand that Nebraska's head coach is named Scott Frost, but his butt's on the hot seat. He's going to have to come out and win this game. They're going to have to win games throughout the entire year. Week 1, Notre Dame at the Ohio State. There's a new era in South Bend, Indiana. Marcus Freeman, just think of what statement that would make if he can go on the road and beat his former alma mater. And then we also got September 2nd, FCS, William & Mary goes down to Charlotte. William & Mary's head coach, Mike London. William & Mary's receiver coach, Mike London Jr. His son, Brandon London. Let's go Tribe. The whole family's going to be down there for that.
Shout out to Coach London's with an S.
London.
But I'm going to be looking at Oregon going against Georgia in Atlanta. And shout out to my hometown guy, Anthony Brown, who's now with the Ravens. But he was the Ducks quarterback last year. But now they're going to go with Bo Nix. But going against that Georgia team, you also have former Georgia DC Dan Lanning is now the head coach at Oregon.
Okay.
So he knows that defense very well. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch.
That's going to be a matchup.
And I'm also looking at Cincy at Arkansas. Now, Cincy lost a lot of guys, Desmond Ridder, Alec Pierce, Sauce Gardner, and a bunch of other guys as well. They're going to be going against KJ Jefferson and those Razorbacks. They're looking to make a statement as well. So I'll be looking at those 2 games specifically in those 2 weeks. But we got to talk about these players. You have your early Heisman favorites as well. Yep. But being a wide receiver, I'm not surprised that you picked the wide receiver for your player to watch, but it might not be the guy people are thinking about.
Give me the juice. Juice Wells. He was an FCS dominant wide receiver at JMU on the FCS level. Now he is transferred to South Carolina. He joins up with Spencer Rattler. I'm always looking at those guys that kind of low on everyone's radar right now, but everyone's talking about this kid and what he brings, the dynamic that he brings to that South Carolina offense. I want to see juice. We had Sauce last year. I want to see some juice.
I got to go for those guys that are the big name guys in Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. As a Giants fan myself, Brandon, you know that there might be a quarterback controversy going on in New York. Daniel Jones, who knows if he is the guy, but these two are definitely going to be lighting it up for Ohio State and Alabama. Bryce Young already has a Heisman. CJ Stroud probably that Heisman favorite this year, but we'll see how those things work out.
You brought up Notre Dame.
Yes, you also brought up Tyler Van Dyke as well with Miami. So who knows what's going to happen on that sense. And will you be watching UMass on that first week as well?
I have to. By law, I have to. Shout out to Don Brown. It's the most wonderful time of the year, baby. College football is back, Scott.
It is as well, and we didn't even bring up Texas A&M. There's so much more to go into this year, but that's just week 1. Lots to happen in the coming weeks, but we are finally back. Get your tailgates ready. Get ready for some crazy crowds. It's going to be a good time. That's Brandon London. I'm Scott Thompson. We'll catch you next time.